I opened up my cafes, when I first purchased them here in Boise, the first thing I did was go out and buy brand new La Marzocco's. I bought used refrigerators, I bought used blenders. I had to have brand new Lineas, knowing that they were the workhorse of this industry. My name is Dave Ledgard. I'm the owner of Dawson Taylor Coffee Roasters.
I'm Chrissy Wilson. I'm the sales manager for Dawson Taylor Coffee. We've had minimal issues. They're indestructible. We've had these ones for what, 10 years? 9 years?
10 years getting ready to rebuild them a second time. My deal is I'm going to get 20 years out of a Linea.
My name is John Bolton. I started in 1981 in a small warehouse in Sandy, Utah. 1983 I opened my first retail shop downtown, and we've been doing it ever since. I have a Linea that's got 2001 written on the side of it. Still behind the counter. I have another 3 group that was built in 2004, and you know, they're very solid, reliable machines. You know, any machine's going to require some certain basic maintenance, but Marzocco's are solidly built. Yeah. We just let the machine stand for itself. You know.
I'm Craig Connor. I'm with Pablo's Coffee. We roast coffee and have a coffee shop in Denver, Colorado. The Lineas are workhorses. They're infinitely serviceable. They don't die unless acted upon by an outside force. They have to be, you know, sent to the Arctic and frozen solid. We had great luck with them. They were super consistent. The exterior pump pressure into a boiler is maintained really constant temperature. The ones that we ran were PID equipped, so that they're very thermally stable and very consistent. Yeah, they're great and pretty. Every time I went to a coffee shop where they're doing a really good job, odds were they had a La Marzocco Linea.
Some people will switch for new gadgets, new gizmos. We've seen people do that in the last 4 or 5 years, and I've seen some of my friends who own roasting companies go back to Lineas. They just don't want to worry about them anymore. You know, the way we feel is, you know, that's been the workhorse of this industry for 2 decades, and I don't need to worry about whether something's going to break or a new LED is going to go down or a new, you know, valve's going to go down. It's going to be hard to get. Really, they're easy to work on, and I don't worry about my espresso.
You can pick up the phone and call Brenna or John or Mike or anybody with any question and get an answer real quick. So.
Yeah, little company, big machine. Kind of the same thing we tell people that are putting shops together. You know, we recommend them buy a used refrigerator, or, you know, maybe hold off on doing the floors. You know, again, that machine is going to be the backbone of your company. Start there. It's like opening up a moving company and buying a really expensive desk and a used moving van. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of people, they learn the hard way. We've had people who have gone out and purchased, you know, lesser priced machines, and 2 or 3 years later, they finally have to pony up and they buy a La Marzocco, and every time that happens, they wish they would have done it previously. So not one story that's got, I really regret buying this La Marzocco. It never works that way. If they're maintained and the water is treated, they kind of run themselves.
The initial message that I send when people approach me is, let your cafe be an extension of yourself, because you're going to be spending a lot of hours there, and if you don't feel comfortable there, your customers won't either. But then you want to make sure that you have equipment that you can rely on, you know, whether it's for coffee or for espresso beverages. And, you know, you want to go with something that you can have a good relationship, a good long-term relationship with. And that's generally what I tell people is, you know, I can give you the greatest roasted coffee in the world, but if you don't have good equipment to present it in, it's just half of the battle. You know, I can make recommendations to you, but ultimately as a coffee shop owner, you're going to have to make your own decisions, and you should make them based on quality, not on quantity or not on price.
people who approach us when they're thinking about starting a coffee shop, that's on the list. Is you should start with a La Marzocco machine and build your business around that. They're very reliable, very serviceable, and with the dual boiler setups, they're really consistent and thermally stable. So you don't get fluctuations in extraction temperature through a shot or with increased or decreased volume on a coffee bar. I fought with a lot of machines for a long time trying to get them to do what I wanted them to have consistent and equal head pressure between the heads. I've never had that trouble with my La Marzoccos. I think every espresso tech in the country knows the Linea and has parts for it. That's a plus.
I want to take back the coffee business, which got us to this point, and it wasn't push-button machines. My feeling it was the Linea. It's the reason why Starbucks had thousands of them, the reason why most of the training videos back in the day, really the veterans, they know what's out there. There's a lot of new equipment with a lot of new gadgets, temperature controlled situations. There's a lot of pressure, modulars you can put on the machines, but really when it comes down to reliability, construction, quality, running a business and being efficient and putting out a consistent product, I can't go anywhere else.
Okay.